Thursday, 11:57 GMT. In 2 minutes now we have MPC rate statement. So just going to record that and see what happens. Overnight, nothing much has changed, but I was quite surprised to see pound holding in here. I thought that pound would just drift off in here and come into these areas, but it didn't. Instead, took me out of my short from yesterday and then went back straight down. No trades for today as of now, but I'm looking for one. Certainly not right now. I'm not so connected with the market today, so I'm just going to watch it first and then let's see what happens. An exercise short right in here. So just to see this. So exercise short right in here at about 51. So stop is just above in here to see what happens with this, and this is the week run. Not much has been picked up from this area. If we go on a 5, so it's not picking up that much. This is just thin pricing. Still the price came in efficiently in here and then stalling and then moving up, but given that we have come into this area, I think if we do trade above this area, I think we can possibly reach into this 8 small apex or possibly higher. We'll have to see. Keeping in mind that yesterday's pound CPI actually came better than expected, so we might see some volatility when the rate statement comes out, but let's see how this one goes. Nothing much right in here as so far, so let's wait. Bank rate expected a 25 basis points increase, so that's the number, and just wait and see how much the number comes out of the bank rate. So let's see. So in 5 seconds you can watch the spread as always widening up.
25 basis point hike from the Bank of England.
Okay, so 25 it is.
Keeping rates on hold. Rate that's the Bank of England raising its rates by 25 basis points as the FPC assessment is the UK banking system is resilient. Signs of inflation persistent will require more hikes. Exchange rate of over 72 there of a raise, noting that Tinrero and Dingra did both keep rates on hold. So forecasts are saying second quarter GDP to increase slightly, as well as CPI in the second quarter likely to be lower than forecast in February due to a lower energy price cap. CPI remains likely to fall sharply over the remainder of the year despite a low surprise in February. Looking to wage growth is likely to fall back somewhat faster than forecast in February due to lower inflation expectations, as they expect in the second quarter employment of 0.2% growth.
Another exercise short in here, stop just above in here, so I'm out of that right now. Waiting for this. I think if it comes up, it could be a live trade, I guess. Yep, this could be a live one. Stop would go above 508, but it's falling from here only. So this was a trade that I missed actually. So because this was a nice level, so currently it's deriving its liquidity from this area only. Quite interesting to see. We have something in here still, but that's okay. I just wanted the price to come into this 380 area. Let's see if something else comes up. This was nothing much as this swept the books to each side, and yeah, so we just swept the book now, and we have a little break of shelf in here. I think a retest in here could be alive. A demo exercise in here. We stop just below in here to see if we do draw back into this thin leg, this right candle. So just zooming in a bit into this thin leg, because this also represents a bit of gapish price action. So a void in here. So we can easily see a drawback into this area possibly. I think this area is fairly cleaned up with this move now, so it can get to 318, and we'll have to see what happens there. But I think if we are bearish, I think we need to see this momentum hold in here. I might even don't want price to get into the 380 area, so let's see. So far it's showing a nice bit of pressure actually. I mean, I was actually looking for a move quite downside, but it's holding fairly well right now is just holding at just for the right places. So into this area in here yesterday, yesterday it held into this area, in this area, and didn't make its way into even these high probability pockets according to me. And this shows a little bit of strength, but I think it could take time to top out if it wants to. Just might even the sweep into the highs and starts creating that formation, that toppy formation, so which we can see right in this area, something like this. So we could be heading to some consolidation, but we'll have to see. Nothing much, nothing of significant that I can see to really point out and take a trade in here. If we draw back into this area, I think we can exercise a long in here at about 3070. So we could take a exercise long in here to see if it draws back into this area. So let's see a live short right in here at about the fill here. So at 368 is the fill, something around here. The first target on this one comes at about, I think it's 12 pips. How much is it though? Yep, so 368 short and looking for a clip in this position. So something comes out at 11.7, almost 12 pips, and we'll go from there. The stop is open at 512. 512, where is it? Yeah, something in here at just above this, the high of this liquidity block in here, and scaling something out in here. So let's see how this one goes. 70% of the position out right at this high. The stop from 512 will come just above this 440 area. 20% of the position out in here at plus of 36 pips, and the stop would now be at break even, and we'll see how we go from here. Just risk-free position, and the trade is done now, but still 10% in here still. So another short right in here. The stop will be just above in here, because if price just keep rallying up, I want to be short again right in here. So so the short right in at 83, so 83, so stop will be at just about in this area, just at 8 pips at 162. So, and the first target or the scaling is actually in here at 96, so somewhere around 11 pips. So let's see. Stopped out on this position right in here, just a little bit of stalling in here, as you can see with these candles, and then moved one way up. So we could still stall on this bottom side, since we are extending, not extending, but we are moving very weakly. But even if it comes close to this level, I'm going to be short again with the stop just above in here, and we'll see. But so far S&P, it looks like it's releasing to the upside. It's in this vacuum, which kind of makes sense. I'm not so keen on the level to the left side, but given the weakness, I think it's okay. I mean, it makes sense if it draws back right now. So not interested in S&P right now. I think we really have some two-way risks in here. I'm not keen on the volatility to the downside, and nothing much in here. Might be some opportunity, I think, something in this area. We'll have to see, refine, but not interested in S&P today. Just stick with pound, and if it comes in here, short again. So it didn't come up and reacted from this little block, which makes sense, perfect sense. But certainly poor stop placement on this trade. But it's okay. I did take what I earned in here a little bit, and then put in this trade, and then got stopped out. So that's fine. But let's see. I think it comes back to this probably, I think, and I would much rather like to see it here. And that could even represent a little new long. I mean, a little bit of a long if it comes in here, but a little bit of a scalp only, not a holding position. I think it's moving down as far as this is concerned, but I don't have a bias right now. I'm just trading some volatility in here. So let's see. Okay, it's about 4 p.m. GMT. I'm still holding the short from up in here, 10%, and did short another one into this retest. So the reason was fairly being this is cleaning up this shelf and moving on a lack of on a lack of sell liquidity from this region, because this is picking up the bottom, newer pickup of this particular shelf, then a newer pickup, and then thin run started to shift and then move back above, stalled a bit in here, and then extended into the level. So not a great extension, so that's why I waited and wanted to see what happens. But it started to shift, but started to shift right in here, cleaning up this this shelf. So this shelf, so shorted in here, stop was open just above in here at 10 pips, and not looking so great actually, because we might have still something in here, but I'm not convinced of the liquidity that has been pushed with this high downside. So I just want this move to keep going. If we do trade above in this, or possibly in this area, I might close the position at break even, or add a little bit of a loss. So first targeting in here, we'll have to see if it does get here, but I'm not feeling so comfortable with this position right now, so we'll have to see. And as far as S&P goes, quite surprising. I didn't think that the shelf will break in this area, because if I'm bearish, I want to see this shelf hold, which it clearly didn't. So I don't know. I think I'll have to see what happens from here, but still it can reject in here. It makes sense that it drew back in, but I think this far back in, I'm not quite sure actually as to. I think we might move to the upside now, I guess, but not a clear bias right now. Just trading the volatility. So let's see. I think this video is done. So these are the trades from today, and you can see this is the first short in here, scaled, first scaling in here, second in here, and then still holding some, but could have been out at in here, because this was a shift of share. This was a shift of tag on the 5 minute. We can discuss it, but this is the current sell in here. Stop was open just above in here, and now it's just above those highs. So I'm watching this closely. So if we just discuss this quickly, so if we're gonna 5, so you can see when this shelf started to shift above in here, that's the key that it's going to draw back in. But I thought that we could reject in here, but we didn't. It's quite bullish, and at least looks like for now. But I think we'll have to see. I think Friday would be really interesting, because Friday can really run to one side, and that could be upside. We'll have to see, but I'm still thinking that this could come down. So really confusing for me right now in terms of directional bias. I don't have any directional bias. I just want to see how things unfold from here, and I think I'll just close this one trade right now. That's it.